Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here is one thing you need to know in order to make today, Sunday, March 17th, 2019, a success. Now the reason why I'm only going to talk about one thing today, well, it's because the moon isn't really doing much today, and also because there's a lot of big things going on behind the scenes in the astrology that have been building for quite some time that I think now all of a sudden we're starting to feel, starting to hit us, starting to pop, starting to come to a head in some way. So I'm going to talk about the moon for a second and then go into some larger picture things. Now this first thing I'm going to mention right here with the moon. The moon is in Leo today, and it will be for all of today, and it's not going to make any aspects. So what this means to me, with this moon in Leo, well, maybe I'll start this, is that we get a little bit of a break today in some way, because yesterday and the past few days, the moon was in a really intense spot, being in Gemini and Cancer. We had a lot of emotions, we had a lot of feelings, we had a lot of conversations. Maybe these conversations triggered some emotions that we didn't know that we had. And we've been really trying to reevaluate who we are, reconstruct our identities in a big way. And I think the moon moves into Leo and doesn't make any aspects today and says a lot of the work has been done. A lot of the work that you need in order to change your identity, put your life in some different place, and to emotionally feel okay with it, has been initiated. Maybe not done, has been initiated. And now it's time to take a little bit of a break. On a Sunday too, it's a good time to have this, to take a little bit of a break, to process what's happened and to get right with it and to sit with it for a moment. So it may not be a good day today with this moon in Leo to do all these things, to make a lot of moves in a lot of ways, but could be a good time here to process things that have happened, to settle into things that you've been trying to work out the past few days, and to and to figure out what it is that you might need to do next with them. With the Saturn-Pluto South Node conjunction, a very, very rare thing that only happens once every 35 years, our life can no longer continue from here on out in the way that it has continued for 35 years. It's going to have to be very different, especially with Uranus here at the first degree of Taurus, another thing that has not happened for years. The new life that it is that we're creating, the new structures in our life, the very different direction, may be something a little bit unusual, but must be something that's more authentic, more true to you than ever before, and that sets you up the best to express your unique gifts and talents and to have more freedom. So I think we're starting to realize here that our life is changing in a big way. We cannot go back to what it was beforehand, and that we are now different people. And this moon in Leo is saying, okay, good. I gave you big wake-up calls these past 2 or 3 days to make sure that you would get this through your head. You are different. Things are different. You can no longer be the same person. You have to get over old habits, and so that you can move on. And this moon in Leo says now it's time to sit with all of that stuff, to process what it is that means, to let it hit home, and to figure out how to be happy and how to be okay with it, and how to lead your life in this new and different direction with all of these big things, and to not be afraid. So I think this moon in Leo, maybe this is the ultimate message that I want to get to, is about courage. You have to find the courage today to keep going, even if what you're doing feels scary, even if what you're doing feels uncertain, even if you aren't quite sure how exactly to do the things that it is that you're doing. Other than that, you know you have to go slow and think in a more practical, methodical type of way. I think you have to figure out how to be happy, how to enjoy what's going on, how to be brave, courageous, and bold, and to keep moving forward. All right? And I think today could be a hard day for people who want to buckle down on the work. Oh, I gotta change. I gotta keep making changes. Oh, there's all these things going on. Today is not a day necessarily about making all these changes. A lot of that should be done. I think today with this moon in Leo is a day about the vision, the passion, your heart, your core. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you making all these changes? Where are things going from here on out? What do you believe? What do you want? What do you feel? And sitting with those things so that they can sustain you through a lot of major transformations, very rare transformations that are happening right now. I think if you can allow yourself to be okay with, to be happy, to believe in what it is that you're doing, it's going to help you navigate this time much better and come out on the other side feeling more optimistic, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow we got some good things going on, I think, really helping you. All right. And I think today, yeah, things could feel a little bit up in the air, a bunch of things going on in your life in a lot of different ways that you're trying to work out. But I think by taking it easy today, by not stressing yourself too out, by connecting more with your heart and what you need, it's then going to help you start to put all these pieces together, start to hit home by the end of it all, and figure out what's going on, where you need to do next, and to move on. All right? Very interesting week astrologically. I think this week, to be honest, is one of major breakthroughs. And I think those major breakthroughs are going to have us think of ourselves very, very differently and do life very differently than we ever have before. And I think it's a positive thing. I think it's very, very good. It's just convincing ourselves, not even convincing ourselves, it's just believing that it's good that needs to be worked out. And once we get this figured out today, I think in the next following days leading up to this, it's going to be much easier for us to take control and to move forward. Yeah. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.